Foundations. Foundation 9. Bear with one another. Forgive as God has forgiven you. Day 2. Bearing with differences. Have you ever been tempted to think that your life would be so much easier if everyone thought and behaved just like you? If only your friends saw it your way? If only your family members came to the same conclusions you do about things? If only others had your same measure of production, quality, or achievement? We may not say so, but our pride, believing ourselves to be better and wiser than other people, causes us to be intolerant with those who aren't up to our standards. And for prideful people, that's usually everyone. But God calls us as His children to be different, to be set apart. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. Colossians chapter 3, verses 12 and 13. Like forgiveness, bearing with one another is possible only because of Christ's grace toward us. Bearing with one another isn't just a choice our mind makes to overlook and forgive an offense. It is a continued willingness to set aside our own pride and carry the weight of others who may not be easy to cooperate with. In his letter to the Colossians, Paul assumes that brothers and sisters in Christ may not always think alike, act alike, or prioritize the same things in their daily lives. We are not always at the same level of spiritual maturity as other people, and because we are sinners, we struggle to be patient and tolerant. Paul's reminder to the Colossians is that they themselves are holy and dearly loved children of God, forgiven of all that isn't up to God's standard. With that in mind, we too can put on humility and patience, bearing with one another when others are not yet mature, not yet wise, not yet who they need to be, knowing God is not through with them or us yet. To dwell on. We can bear with our brothers and sisters in Christ because God is still at work in us. To discuss. What are some things that easily annoy you or bother you about others? How does Paul's instruction to the Colossians remind you to bear with brothers and sisters in the Lord? To memorize. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. Colossians chapter 3, verses 12 and 13.